This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. Central Texas Life with Ann Harder presents Central Texas Events.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Central Texas Events. And this is a very special event. It is the Texas Pizza Festival in Salado, Texas, coming up on March 1st. And Katie Hill, of course, with Barrow Brewing, is going to be happening at Barrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And also Frank Riggle of Bahler Street Pizza. And we were chatting beforehand about how Central Texas is really home to some amazing pizza makers.
Yes.
That it's in this wood-fired pizza, I mean, a specialty or...
It is a special item, really. And, because you get that wood-fired flavor infused into the pizza. We also all have our unique sourdough recipes, and all of that gets featured at the Texas Pizza Festival.
Well, Frank, so tell me a little bit about Bahler Street Pizza and where you are.
Yes, ma'am. So Bahler Street has been in business in March was 11 years. One of my very good friends, who's now my business partner in Bahler, he and his wife started it. They kind of used it as a catering business to complement the brick and mortar that they had, but the style pizzas were different. And the problem was in Ohio, he could only operate about 6 months out of the year because nobody wants to eat pizza in freezing rain or freezing snow, or you know what I mean? And so,
for sure.
So anyway, I lived in Italy and fell in love with the wood-fired pizzas, and came back and talked to him, and he said, "Hey, why don't we just partner up?" And so we did. When I retired, I spent 28 years in the Army. After I retired, we kind of partnered up together and moved everything south, and that's how Bahler got here in Central Texas.
And so it is a truck.
Yes,
You've
ma'am.
got a kind of a mobile thing. The whole wood-fired thing, it's really an art because it's not like you turn on an oven and you get a certain temperature, right?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, it's both, I'd say, a little bit of a science and an art. I mean, there's some things that we do that are very specific, but at the same time, it does take a little bit of experience to learn how to manage the ovens. It's not something that you just show up on the first day and you figure out like an assembly line. It really does take a little bit of practice and a little bit of art to kind of figure out how to manage an oven. And it's not just the heat, but a floor in a wood-fired oven, how hot the floor is and how to keep it hot and so forth. That takes a little practice, and you got to figure that out.
And I would think the outside temperature,
yes, ma'am,
affects all that.
Yes,
too.
ma'am. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is starting up on Friday, the 1st of March, correct?
Actually, the way the year falls, it'll be on Friday, February 28th. We have a sold-out pizza making class.
Oh, okay. So it's sold out.
Yes,
there were just 30 spots there.
Right. So we have Frank's business partner, Rocky Shanower. He is a world pizza champion, and he and his wife will be in Salado at the Stagecoach Inn teaching these really smart, lucky, beautiful human beings how to make amazing wood-fired pizzas right in their backyards.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, so that's not on the table for everybody else
right.
at this point.
It's too late.
So what's the next step?
What everyone can enjoy still are tickets to the Texas Pizza Festival all day Saturday, March 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So the Pizza Festival was a brainchild of Frank's. He brought it to me 3 or 4 years ago and said, "How can we make this happen?" And so we reached out to all of our pizza making buddies, and they all wanted to come along with us and share our love of pizza. Like, who doesn't love cheese and bread and sauce?
I know.
And
the main food groups, right?
It is
Yes,
like the reason Happy Pizza Company, our resident pizza truck at Barrow Brewing, is called Happy Pizza is because it makes us so happy. So Texas Pizza Festival is just the happiest day of the year for us. But getting back to tickets, so people can still get tickets to the Texas Pizza Festival. There is live music. There are competitions throughout the day. And then the pizza trucks themselves have some friendly competition going on.
Well, you mentioned the music. Let's see, I have down that the first band is the Russell Weller Band,
Yes.
right? They'll be playing. Then kicks off at 11 o'clock.
11
on
o'clock.
Saturday the first, and then middle of the day ish, Love Child, and then the
Yes.
evening the Everett Wren
Yes.
full band.
Right. So we have a little country, some rock and roll, and then some pure Americana, just fiddle, Appalachian, super
fun.
fun band.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the day, of course, we always love the live music that we host, but the pizza competitions that are happening for the public to participate in. So you have to be a ticket holder for these competitions, but we're doing a pizza toss. What else?
I think I read there was a stretch.
A pizza stretch.
Stretch.
Yes, these are all art forms.
Yep.
And then
And of course, an eating contest.
Oh, that's right. The pizza eating contest. So last year was the first year we did a pizza eating contest. We had a junior division and a senior division.
Oh, well.
And I've had people emailing and calling, how do I sign up for the pizza eating contest? There's no pre-registration. You'll sign up that day. We'll limit it to about 10 people. And this year you have to sign a waiver. And there's only you have to be over the age of 18. Last year I got a little scared with the junior competition.
Yeah.
These kids went full out trying to eat an entire pizza. And it was a little scary. I mean, nobody got hurt. Everybody was fine.
That's good. Yeah. But are they soaking it in water like they do the hot dog eating contest?
I don't think
I
they
didn't
were.
see that. I didn't
Yeah.
see
I
that.
can't
But I did see
imagine
one
doing
kid
that.
had folded it like
He
into
folded
like,
the
like
entire
five or-
pizza up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked like he was eating bigger than a
intense.
Big Mac, and it was all
Yeah,
one
it-
pizza.
It
yeah.
was very
Yeah.
intense.
I guess that could happen.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of judging, now I believe I'm involved.
That's right.
With what and you told me the other day when I happened to run into you that I'm not judging everything. I'm just one specific. So what are
Yes.
the various judgings we'll do?
So, the pizza judging. Okay, so the trucks themselves are competing
Okay.
for best cheese pizza.
Okay.
You know, pure classic
That's what my
cheese.
granddaughters love. cheese
Right?
pizza,
Like
yeah.
you've got to be able to do this well and
Mhm.
beautifully to be like to hold your own as a pizza truck. You need to
Right.
have great sauce, a beautiful crust that holds up, isn't too limp,
Mhm.
and you need some stretch in your cheese and some flavor. You know, you want the spicy maybiness and the savory garlic from the sauce, you know, and anyway.
Oh yeah,
It's a
I haven't
basic
had
footprint.
lunch.
If you can't do that right, then it's hard to do
yeah,
the other
right.
things.
Just
this
forget
is-
about it,
This
right.
is going to be a really good competition. What's the other one that we're doing?
So I know last year we did the best pepperoni, and we did we had one called the Critics Award or the Judges Award.
Critics' Choice.
Critics'
yes.
Choice, yes.
Yes, that's
And
the
then-
second one.
Yep, and then
The
you know-
third one is fan favorite.
and the fan
right,
favorite,
right.
yes,
And
the fan favorite.
anybody
Yep.
can
So
vote it on
the-
that. Right?
Our exemplary judges like you, Anne, you're going to be either judging for best cheese
Okay.
or Critics' Choice.
Okay.
And the Critics' Choice is where the trucks get to shine. Like, do you know what you're doing for Critics'
So,
Choice?
I do, but I'm not allowed to tell until we
That's
get there
right.
Oh, it's a
that
big
day.
This is a
Yeah.
state
We don't want to
secret.
give away the competition.
Yes.
Here, you know.
I don't
so,
blame
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you
No,
at all.
we're coming to play. Happy Pizza won Critics' Choice last year,
Ah.
and we're here to uphold our title.
And I want to
So-
tell you, it was fantastic.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was absolutely amazing.
It was the most beautiful
Yes.
pizza I've ever had.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
fantastic.
So
Okay,
I,
so
like-
so I'm sure deeply guarded secrets, but if you could share with us, one thing that's kind of crucial to making a really good pizza. What is it in the tossing? Is it in the sauce?
So I think, and I think everybody is going to tell you something potentially different.
Yeah.
I think it's really the three things, and I think it's the crust, it's the sauce, and I would say because not all the pizzas have cheese toppings, okay, but I would say that cheese is
Mhm.
pretty significant, and so I think if you can get those three things right, you can build upon it and do different things. Like we have some that have an olive oil base, we have some that have a fig base.
Mm.
We use different. We have some that we use a infused olive oil, so it's got a little spicy to it. So it's not always just a red sauce. We have a white sauce. But there's different things that you can do. But But if your dough is not a good quality dough, then you're already fighting a battle uphill. And so I think I would say you got to start with basically those simple foundations.
Okay, and so speaking of the crust, I like a crispy, thin crust. So you're looking at me funny. Is that not proper?
No, I
don't
do
know.
too. I do
But
too.
I like I like that, but I know what is the Chicago style is the thick doughy.
Mhm.
So
Not a fan of that. So
yeah, in the wood fire, you're going to find most of it's going to be a little thinner.
yeah.
Several of us do sourdough, but not everyone. Some are more of a Neapolitan, a more classical Italian style pizza. I'm going to use us because I know us. Like we age our dough for like 3 to 4 days. So it's intended to have a little bit of flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's intended to be a little fluffy and rise a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be a couple there that are more of a traditional Neapolitan. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's just a different style.
Just a different style.
But they both work well inside a wood-fired pizza.
And speaking of the dough, I want to be certain to share that we will have at least a couple of trucks that have a gluten-free crust option.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about lactose-free? Is anybody doing lactose-free?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not that I can think of.
No, I don't think so either. But we will have the gluten-free options.
Yeah, but if you have one that doesn't have cheese on it, I would think.
I don't know that we will have any there. So
Yeah.
one of our issues is that because everything is on the truck, most of the trucks are probably going to offer like 3 or 4 options at most.
Mhm.
It's just impossible to carry enough ingredients that you would get at a traditional brick and mortar.
Mhm.
And so we are a little limited, but you're still getting very high quality pizzas.
Yeah, what these pizza trucks do, they do very, very well.
Yes, I would concur. Yes.
Mhm.
Well, it is a celebration of pizza in Central Texas, and let's just mention some of the pizza trucks that are involved besides your Bahler Street.
So we have Trano from Temple. They have a brick and mortar now, but they started out in a truck.
And they won the People's Choice Award last year,
Oh,
and they did
okay.
a great job.
Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
very
Yep.
popular. And then we have from Belton Pizza Pyros. They have a couple of pizza trucks and a brick and mortar in downtown Belton.
Mm-hmm.
There is Oh My Pizza Pie. And new to Waco, we have SA's Pizza. Have you heard of them?
No, I haven't.
They just opened like a couple of months ago, maybe. They've been hanging out at Brotherwell Brewing and some other places around Waco. So we're really excited to bring them down to Salado.
Good.
And we have Carter Brothers Happy Pizza, which is KD's. It's there at Barrows. Great product. And we have did I say Carter Brothers? So
Yes,
we have
they're
Carter
from
Brothers
Austin.
and Oh My Pizza.
Yes.
And I'm just going to tell you, if you wanted to go just for entertainment and fun, the Oh My Pizza guys, I don't care what they're doing. They're having a great time. They're just a
Putting on a
fun,
show.
They were
fun group of
hilarious.
guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome.
But
Well-
again, who's not happy when you're around fresh made hot pizza?
Yeah.
It's hard not to be,
Oh
right?
my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
is. It is a favorite food.
Yes, ma'am.
It is a comfort food for a lot of people. I don't know a kid in the world that doesn't like pizza too.
Did we say pizza pyros? We did, didn't we?
We did.
We
Yeah.
did? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Well,
Yep.
so again, this all gets underway on the 1st at 11.
Yes, and we'll
In the
be done
morning.
by 5, counting all of and tallying up all the winners around 5:30.
Yeah, and then the band starts playing, so it's over when the band's done, I guess, right?
Oh yeah,
Just
the
to
party always
enjoy.
goes.
And this is a rain or shine event,
It
right?
sure is. Yes, ma'am.
So it's gonna be loads of fun.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how can folks get tickets ahead of time?
CentralTexasTickets.com has the tickets. They can get them there, and it is the best price if you get them ahead of time from the website, CentralTexasTickets.com. We'll also be selling them at the gate on the day of, and then if you want more slices, because you're buying by the slice.
Okay.
So if you want more slices, you just come up to the ticket booth and buy more tickets for your slices. And yeah, it's a really happy day.
And I did look at the weather before I came in,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be 75 and sunny.
It's
like,
going to be so beautiful.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we've endured a little bit of cold winter,
Yes.
but yes, I like
K-
those 75.
KD has ordered that up for the last 2
Oh
years.
my
It's
God.
been perfect.
The pressure.
I know. Well,
So,
that sounds awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, any excuse I get to come to Salado is a good one. So I'm always happy to come down there and check things out. And Katie with Barrow Brewing and Frank Riggle with, Bahler Street Pizza, but it's spelled Bahler, not Baylor.
It's named after a street in our little podunk town in Ohio. It's a real street, and it's where my business partner and his wife had their first little home, and that's where it comes from.
Oh, that's great.
People call it Bahler. We don't correct them anymore because 95% of the people say Bahler, but it's pronounced like the University Baylor.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you made your way to Texas from that faraway eastern state. So, and brought your pizza with you. So I'm looking forward to sampling all this great pizza coming up. Thank you both.
Thanks for having
ma'am.
us.
And
Thanks for
thank you
having
for
us.
being with us for Central Texas Events. We'll see you in Salado on the 1st of March. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Anne.
Yeah. Good.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.